folks, Mark Watson again from Studio Proof, home of many genres, but today a little bit of smooth jazz being performed on the fantastic new Roland Juno-DS. This is the 88, there is a 61, this is the one with the 88 keys, feels great, so many great sounds built in. This particular video I'm going to explain about performance mode. You have patch mode, which is just when you play a piano sound or a string sound, one particular sound, great for when you're gigging, etc. But performance mode gives you 4 different types of modes where you can access multiple sounds. The first being split, which is pretty straightforward. You've got a point in your keyboard anywhere you like where you can have one sound on the left and one sound on the right. Piano, bass, for example. Then you've got your dual layers where you can layer them together so the whole keyboard can have 2 sounds layered, for example, piano and strings. Then you've got your super layer, which gives you a fat sound because you can pick a sound and then choose how many layers of that sound, slightly detune them and get a massive sound happening. But this particular mode we're in, performance mode, is where we have a multi-timbral choice of 16 different layers. So these are 16 different MIDI channels, and by hooking up the keyboard via a USB lead to the computer over here, we can play different sounds and record that information via MIDI into the DAW, and that information will then play the sounds back. So if I, for example, play in the piano sound, which I've got selected on MIDI channel 1 in the performance mode, it will then record over here, as I've done before, on one of these tracks. And the MIDI information of all the notes that I played will be there in the DAW, and then I can play that back and it will play the Juno back live as I select a different sound. So for example, I'll select electric piano sound now, and as the piano plays back, I can record my finger movements on the electric piano sound, etc, etc. The bass sound, select which is on MIDI channel number 4. And then of course we've got the drums, and we can do the strings, etc, etc, etc. So by doing this, adding the different layers through performance mode, we can build up to 16 different channels, tracks, instruments, however you want to call it, to create a full arrangement, which I can then mix down to audio, master it, send it to iTunes, and make thousands of dollars. So enough talk about how it's done. Let's show you how it's done. I'm going to press play over here on my DAW and then perform away. So here we go. Let's have a listen. So that is performance mode on the Roland Juno-DS. This is a great machine, a great instrument. It's got great sounds, and it's really intuitive and simple to use. I suggest you go and buy one. I'm Mark Watson from Studio Proof. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe and come back to hear about more Roland goodness coming your way soon. Thank you.